Last class we have discussed about FET, okay, and types of FET, that is P-type and N-type FET, JFET. Now we shall discuss about the MOSFET, okay. What is MOSFET? Metal oxide semiconductor FET. This is MOSFET. When you compare with the BJT, it can be made very small and hence can be used to VLSI design circuits. Okay, design high density VLSI circuits. And MOSFET has no PN junction structure. Because of this insulated gate, MOSFET are also called IGFET. Okay, there are two types. You can observe metal oxide FET is insulated from the semiconductor channel by a very thin oxide layer. There are two types. One is depletion MOSFET, and second one is MOSFET enhancement MOSFET. Okay. First, we shall discuss the construction and working, okay, operating and characteristics of MOSFET, construction, working and characteristics of N-channel D MOSFET. In these two types, again D MOSFET in depletion, two types, N-channel and P-channel. Okay, first we shall go with the N-channel D MOSFET. This is the diagram for N-channel D MOSFET. The basic construction of N-channel depletion type MOSFET. There are two highly doped N regions. You can observe there are two highly doped N regions are diffused into a lightly doped P-type substrate. P-type substrate. These two highly doped N regions represent source. These two highly doped represent source and drain. In some cases, substrate is internally connected to the source terminal. In some cases, there is a possible of substrate is internally connected to source terminal. Okay, this is the circuit diagram and construction. The source and drain terminals are connected through metallic contacts. You can observe the source and drain are connected to metallic contact to an N-doped regions linked by an N-channel. This is a N plus region and this is N-channel. This is a SiO2, that is silicon dioxide, metal contact. Okay, the source and the drain are connected through metal contact to N-doped regions linked by an N-channel. Okay, this is what the construction. The cross section of an N-channel D MOSFET is shown in the figure. It comprises of a substrate of P-type semiconductor material and two N plus type regions linked by an N-channel are formed on the substrate. Source and drain terminals are formed by connecting a metal contacts to the two N plus regions that I have already said. Okay, you can observe figure 2. So that is source and drain are connected through metal contact linked by what? Contact to N-doped regions linked by an N-channel. Or we can say source and drain or terminals are formed by connecting metal contacts to the two N plus regions. The gate terminal is connected to the insulating silicon dioxide layer on the top of the N channel. Hence, there is no direct electrical connection between the gate terminal and the channel. The input impedance of a D MOSFET is very high. of the order, that is 10 to the power of 10 to 10 to the power of 15. You can think why the input in resistance input very high, okay, input impedance. The MOSFET has no PN junction structure. Instead, the gate of the MOSFET is insulated from the channel by a silicon dioxide layer, so that due to this, the input resistance will be more, okay, the input resistance will be high. Next, we shall go for the operation, okay. This is the circuit connection of N-channel D MOSFET, and this is the circuit for N-channel D MOSFET. Okay. This is a circuit connection. Substrate and source terminal are connected internally and grounded. You can observe here figure, substrate and source terminal are connected internally. Okay. They are connected internally and grounded. Gate to source voltage is 0, that is VGS is equal to 0 by shorting gate and source terminal. You can observe the first we shall consider the VGS is equal to 0 shorting gate. Okay. Source terminal VGS is equal to 0 by shorting gate and source terminal. Next, applied. VDS is applied across the drain to the source terminal, and due to attraction of free electrons of N channel to positive drain voltage, current ID starts one second. First, we shall consider that substrate and source terminal are connected internally and grounded. Okay. Next is VGS is equal to 0. By VGS is equal to 0 means we can short these two lines. Okay. VGS is equal to 0. Next is they said that VDS is applied across the VDS. This is positive voltage, and this will be connected negative. Okay, this one is as VDS is applied across the drain to source terminal, and due to attraction of free electrons, you can observe here in N channel there will be free electrons. The free electrons, what does it do? The free electrons of N channel to positive drain, it will start flowing, okay, to positive drain. It will start flowing to positive drain voltage, and when electron starts flowing towards drain, then ID, that is drain current, starts flowing. Okay, as VDS is applied, current starts flowing. Okay, as VDS is increased, eventually ID also increases. As you increase voltage between drain and source, the current also increases. After certain voltage of VDS, ID remains constant, which is denoted as IDSS. Okay. Here also same thing I have explained here. What is VDS is applied drain to source terminal, and due to that attraction of free electrons of N channel to positive drain voltage, current ID starts flowing. You can observe in the figure, VDS is increased, eventually ID also increases. After certain voltage of VDS, ID remains constant, which is denoted as what? Which is denoted as a IDSS. Okay. When VGS is negative, till now we have discussed when VGS is positive, but when VGS is negative, what happens? If we take example as -7 voltage, okay, VGS, think that VGS is equal to -7 voltage. Then what happens? Negative potential at gate will repel electrons. Okay, in the negative potential at gate, it will repel electrons towards p-type substrate and attract holes from p-type substrate. You can observe in the figure here. Okay, negative potential at gate will repel electrons towards p-type. It will repel towards p-type and attract holes from p-type substrate. This is a silicon layer n-channel recombination process. This is called a recombination process where electrons flow towards p substrate, and this will attract. Okay, holes attracted to negative potential at gate. This is a electrons repel to negative potential at gate. Depending on the magnitude of negative bias, electrons and holes will recombine. Okay, depending on magnitude of negative bias, electrons and holes will recombine and will reduce the number of electrons in the n channel available for conduction. Depending on what? Depending on magnitude of negative bias, and electrons and holes will recombine. Okay, first it will recombine and it will start reducing the number of electrons in n channel available next for conduction. Okay, for positive value of VGS, positive gate will draw additional electrons from p-type substrate due to reverse leakage current. When you take VGS as positive, then gate will draw additional electrons from p-type substrate. Due to what? Due to reverse leakage current. But when you take negative, when we consider negative, what happens? Electrons will attract to holes and it will recombine. Okay, it is a recombination process. Holes attract to negative potential at gate and electrons repel to negative potential at gate. Collision will occur between accelerating particles. Hence, drain current ID increases rapidly. This is a ohmic region and this is a saturation region. This is ohmic region and this is a saturation region. Okay. This is the output characteristic curve of n-channel DMOSFET, VDS versus ID. Okay. Next is a transfer characteristics curve of n-channel DMOSFET. Okay. This is a enhancement and this is a depletion mode. Okay. This is a depletion mode and this is a enhancement mode. This is not there. Okay, just this one is enhancement. This side is enhancement and this side is depletion mode. Next we shall discuss about p channel DMOSFET. Till now we have discussed n channel DMOSFET. Okay, similar when you consider construction, only the change is we use here n substrate and here two regions are p plus and p plus and here p channel we use. Okay, it is similar to n channel with the difference in substrate. It is an n type semiconductor and p channel material. Okay, the characteristics will be different. Okay, here the transfer characteristics will be different. Next we shall discuss about the enhancement MOSFET. Till now we have discussed now enhancement MOSFET, N channel E MOSFET circuit symbol. You can observe this is a circuit symbol, the gate and source and drain. Okay. Next P channel E MOSFET. This is N channel is towards like this. Okay, the direction of this towards like gate, this is towards outwards, this is the direction like this. Okay, it is outwards and this is inwards. Next, enhancement MOSFET. Explain the enhancement MOSFET working, construction and characteristics. In this also N channel and P channel. N channel E MOSFET. This is the diagram for N channel MOSFET. Source, gate, drain and same N plus V1, N plus V1, P substrate and metallic contact. First, we shall discuss the construction. In this type of MOSFET, it has no physical channel between drain and source. You can observe here, there is no channel between drain and source. Okay. Two highly doped N regions are diffused into a lightly doped P-type substrate. The channel between two N regions is absent. The gate terminal is layered over a layer of thin SiO2, that is silicon dioxide, which isolates the direct contact of gate to substance. Working on the application of drain to source, you can observe here drain to source. Okay, there is a connection between drain to source and from source to gate. Okay, on application of drain to source, that is voltage VDS, and keeping gate to source voltage 0. Gate to source voltage is 0. And by directly connecting gate terminal to the source terminal, practically zero current flows. Okay, they are saying that keeping gate to source voltage 0 by directly connecting gate terminal to the source terminal, practically zero current flows. If magnitude of VGS is increased, then what happens? The concentration of electron near the SiO2 surface increases. The concentration of electrons near the SiO2, that is silicon dioxide surface, increases. Nearby this surface, the electrons will increase. Okay, the concentration of electron near the SiO2 surface increases. At a particular value of VGS, there is a sufficient flow of electrons between drain and source. For a particular value of VGS, there is a flow of there is a sufficient flow of electrons between drain and also source. Between drain and source, this value is called threshold voltage. What do you mean by threshold voltage? At a particular value of VGS, there is a sufficient flow of electrons between drain and source. This value is called threshold voltage, that is VT. Hence, a channel is induced and also drain current by creating a thin layer of negative charges in the substrate region adjacent to SiO2. There is a creation of light lines. You can observe there is a at a particular value of VGS, there is a sufficient flow of electrons, and between a drain and source, this value is called threshold voltage. Hence, if channel is induced and also drain current by creating a thin layer of negative, you can observe starting it was not there. Okay, channel was not there. A channel is induced because of threshold voltage, and also drain current by creating a thin layer of negative charges in the substrate region adjacent to what? Adjacent to SiO2. You can observe this in the figure, adjacent to SiO2. That is, new channel is created. Okay. For any voltage below threshold value, okay, for any voltage below the threshold value, there is a no channel. After threshold voltage only, channel will be induced, and also drain current will start creating a thin layer of negative charges, so that only channel will be created. If channel does not exist with VGS is equal to 0, then enhanced by application of the positive gate to source voltage. Okay, if a channel is not created by using VGS is equal to the 0, then by your application of positive gate to source voltage, this type of MOSFET is called enhancement type MOSFET. Okay, the channel does not exist with VGS is equal to 0. That's why it is enhanced by application of voltage to gate source. Okay, voltage, that is gate to source voltage. This type is called what? Enhancement type MOSFET. Next is if VGS is constant. Okay, till now we have applied VGS is equal to 0 and VGS is equal to some voltage. Okay, if VGS is constant, then what happens? VDS is increased, drain current ID will reach a saturation level. Okay, in before topics, ID will remains constant. Okay, after reaching certain value, ID remains constant. But in this case, ID will reach a saturation level. VGS increases behind threshold values or levels. The density of free electrons or free carriers in the induced channel is an increased level of drain current. They are saying that if as VGS increases, okay, as if we increase VGS level behind threshold level, then what happens? The density of free carriers, induced in the the induced channel in an increased level of drain current. For VGS greater than VT, the relationship between drain current and VGS is non-linear, and it is given as ID is equal to K open bracket VGS minus VT whole square. Okay, the K is a constant, that is function of the construction of the device. The value of K can be determined from the equation. You can observe, that is K is equal to ID on divided by VGS on minus VT whole square. Okay, next is a characteristics. This is the transfer characteristics, and this is the characteristics versus what? VDS versus ID. Okay, the curve represents pinch of values. Okay, the curve represent what? Pinch of values. You already know that what is pinch of voltage. Transfer characteristics here also, VGS versus ID. Next is a P-type enhancement type MOSFET. Till now we have discussed that N-type enhancement MOSFET. Okay, similar. This is a similar construction. Only the changes is in the construction of P-channel E-MOSFET is exactly reverse of N-channel MOSFET. Okay, here we use N-type substrate, P-doped regions under drain and source connections. Okay, there is a light reverse of that. Okay, P-channel E-MOSFET is exactly reverse of N-channel MOSFET. This is the characteristics and the here transfer characteristics. Next is a comparison, the difference between FET, BJT. Okay, we shall go with the difference. First parameter is control element. In BJT, current control device, input will be IB and output will be IC. Okay. In what about FET, voltage control device? It is input is voltage control and the output is drain current. Okay. Device type. BJT is a current flows due to both majority and minority carriers. Hence, it is called a bipolar device. But in FET, current flows only due to majority carriers, and hence it is a unipolar device. Types in BJT, NPN, PNP. In FET, N channel, P channel. The symbols of BJT is like this. Okay, the symbols of FET, N channel like this, and P channel. You can observe the direction. Okay, it is inwards, and this is here outwards. Okay, the configuration in BJT, CE, common collector, common emitter, common base. But when you take FET, common source, common gate, common drain. Input resistance less compared to JF ET, high compared to BJT. And what about size? Bigger than JFET, smaller than BJT. Thermal stability. In BJT, thermal stability will be less. In JFET, it will be more. Sensitivity, higher sensitivity to changes in the applied signals and less sensitivity to changes in the applied voltage. Gain bandwidth product, high gain bandwidth product, and in FET it is low. Relationship between input and output. In BJT it is linear and in FET it is non-linear. Okay, these are the comparisons and also advantages and disadvantages. In exam they may ask advantage and disadvantages of FET or BJT, and they may ask comparison between BJT and FET. Okay, next is a comparison between MOSFET and BJT. First, symbol NPN and PNP. This is a symbol for BJT. Okay, what about for symbol for MOSFET? This is a symbol for N channel MOSFET and this is a symbol for P channel MOSFET. Okay, you should observe the directions. Okay, it is not similar. Here also it is flowing from emitter to base. Here base to emitter. This is a BJT is a bipolar device. This is a majority carrier device. This is controlled by base and this is controlled by gate. MOSFET is controlled by gate and BJT is a current control device and MOSFET is a voltage control device. Input impedance is less than MOSFET and here MOSFET input impedance is very high. Negative temperature coefficient, positive temperature coefficient. Losses are low, losses are higher than BJT. Drive circuit is complex here, BJT. Drive circuit is simple in MOSFET. Comparison of JFET and MOSFET. JFET, N channel, P channel. In MOSFET, N channel depletion type MOSFET and P channel depletion type MOSFET, N channel enhancement type and P channel enhancement type MOSFET. These are the symbols for FET and these are the symbols for BJT. Sorry, MOSFET. Okay, in again in MOSFET depletion type, enhancement type. Okay, again changes in symbols. Next, operation mode. Okay, here operated in depletion mode. Here operated in depletion and also enhancement mode. Okay, input impedance is high. In this, very high. Gate is not insulated from channel. Here, gate is insulated from channel, that is by a layer of silicon dioxide. Channel exists permanently. Here, channel exists permanently in depletion type MOSFET. What about but not in enhancement type MOSFET? Okay. In next class, we shall discuss with the problems. Okay.